Yeah. Keep going, don't stop, you the shit. Never let them tell you different, you legit. Better days, yeah, they on their way. Keep shining, girl, you gon' be okay.
When I became a mediator in 2024, I read a book by Jerry O'Sullivan called The Mediator's Toolkit, which talks about how the brain processes information, not to give us happiness, but for security, to keep us safe from being eaten by predators. That's the primary function of the brain. And to accomplish this task, the brain relies on our senses, what we see, hear, feel, touch, and experience emotionally. And the brain is spectacular. It avoids processing trillions of sensory data by forming patterns that help it predict danger and safety. And like ChatGPT and AI, it's tailored uniquely to your experiences. By early childhood, the brain has built an entire operating system, an algorithm about what's safe and what's not. It seems to remember your favorite color is blue because your bottle was blue, the blanket was blue, the paint on the walls where your mother sung lullabies, blue. But your body strongly reacts to green because green was a color worn during a traumatic experience. And years later, when that baby is an adult, she witnesses an assault by a man wearing, you guessed it, a green shirt. When asked to identify the suspect, she can't remember details clearly, hair color, face structure, but she is certain about one thing: that shirt was green. Why? Because the brain stores patterns like AI stores your image, recalling them, building upon them to provide more stability and certainty, because that's what is considered safe. Uncertainty feels like a threat, and the brain will bend reality to avoid threats. This is why we leave toxic relationships, swear we're healed, and then choose a different version of the same dysfunction. The brain defines safe as familiar, not healthy. So even when you want a healed relationship, your mind may still choose what it's come to recognize. That's why years of therapy, while helpful, doesn't always change behavior. Talking alone doesn't give the brain new patterns or a new algorithm. To change the algorithm, you must practice new patterns and clean out or delete old data. Clear the cache. Sometimes even reboot or upgrade your system. And why, after a major breakup or emotional trauma, your body needs 6 to 9 months to reset its algorithm. So, how do you do that? Well, first, counseling. Never be too embarrassed to seek help. It's good to work with someone who helps you connect childhood wounds and unmet needs and limiting beliefs to your relationship choices, understanding why you do what you do and choose what you choose. Second, mindful meditation. Learn to notice what your body is doing in real time, when your shoulders tense, when your breath shortens, when anxiety spikes, and learn to connect those dots with your actions. Pausing, breathing, relaxing through discomfort teaches your brain that discomfort does not equal danger and that you can and will get through it. That keeps your brain from sporadic decisions and performing mental gymnastics. Third, removing yourself from toxic environments, which puts the responsibility of your healing on you, not the person who hurt you. It forces you to dissect your current algorithm and come up with a plan to change it. You change it by clearing your cache, changing your number, blocking what disrupts, stepping away from social media or daily reminders of your previous life and self, by being intentional about your operating system. what files need deleting, what security systems should be installed, what new programs might you want to download. Because at the end of the day, it's your algorithm that's being developed. It's your future. Fourth, become a student again. Learn about attachment styles, healthy versus unhealthy love, emotional intelligence. Fifth, your health. Get your blood work done. Address your hormones, inflammation, deficiencies. The body affects the brain, and the brain affects your choices. And finally, your spirituality. If you're a Christian, you believe the Holy Spirit guides and disciplines. Learning to surrender your comfort to structure is what transforms. And when familiarity breaks, the algorithm shifts. Old patterns lose their grip. New choices become possible. And suddenly, you're attracted to a different kind of man, not because you forced it, but because your system has changed. Those are the steps for reprogramming your mental algorithm and creating an environment to welcome a healed relationship for marriage.
Don't wait for nobody to give you the crown. You already wear it, girl, hold it down.